innings a game, by far the best in the league.
It's the question that won't go away. With all the superstars on the court, the problem has to be in the front office.
They have the elite quarterback. They have the skilled players on offense. Will the defense carry its weight?
The Athletic delivers exclusive access to the sports stories you care about
People
most.
I know inside the building say he's gone after this year.
With personalized coverage built around your teams. Subscribe today for $1 a month at theathletic.com/TV.
Only available at the Acura Summer Performance.
Thanks to Montefiore Einstein, cancer won't be my last dance. I'm back on stage, and now with City Ballet of San Diego. See my story at montefiore.org/Kiara.
What happens when two die-hard Yankees fans
I can't believe they're letting us do this.
take over the Yes app for a John Boy Cassidy Yankees game?
We're going to do some silly stuff. We got bird cam. I love bird cam. Booney's blowing big old bubbles stuff.
No, you don't want this ball. It's cursed.
We'll see you there.
Watching Yanks, Sunday, streaming live on the Yes app.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. One in 3 adults has prediabetes. And you could be one of them. There are usually no signs for prediabetes. So it's important to understand your risk. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Every Sunday, watch the Yes Hyundai Sunday Game of the Week. Brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers and the stylish all-wheel drive Hyundai Tucson. Test drive one today or visit us at buyhyundai.com.
Together or separate?
If you get this wrong, there'll be no second date. No second date, you end up alone. Just like the psychic said.
Together. Cool.
Domino's online carryout deal now includes our delicious oven-baked dips and twist combos for $7.99 each. So let's play a word association game. Dips and twists?
$7.99.
AP wings?
$7.99.
3-topping pizzas?
$7.99.
The only place to get this deal?
Domino's.
Drizzly makes it easy to shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor from wherever I am. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes.
Drizzly.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
Baseball's dead? Nah. We've got pitchers hitting grand slams, a team playing a 4-man outfield, and the best crop of Major League talent maybe ever. Baseball is alive and well, and it's about to get even better. Bet just $5 to get 100 in free bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, sign up with the promo code, bet $5 to get 100 instantly, and get in on the action.
Into Williams, 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left. Johnson, a jumper for 3, yes! 1.3 to go! We are tied at 105. Bogans in for Johnson, 4 seconds left. Johnson with 3, with 2. Johnson the leaner, yes! Johnson at the buzzer for the win!
From leadoffs,
Aaron Judge wastes no time
to walk-offs.
Up for grabs!
With every mighty swing, Aaron Judge is chasing history.
He's just putting up incredible all-time numbers.
And stirring the ghosts of pinstripe past.
What is the ceiling for this guy?
This season, 99 takes aim at 61.
Just sit back and watch and enjoy
as the Yankees chase title number 28.
Ooh, Tracy, look. She's going for the bin. Oh my, look at her scoop.
Thank you.
Hey, Stacy, what do you think he's doing with that bottle?
Oh no, he's gonna throw it in the trash. I can't look.
Wait. He's putting it in his bag to recycle later.
Way to go, Mr. Brown Shoes.
Hey, up here.
Can you see this? I could watch humans all day long.
We are, and we do.
Hey fans, I'm Diana Munson. It's time for this year's New York Yankees Virtually United Captains Challenge, benefiting the Yankees Foundation while honoring my favorite captain, Thurman Munson. Lace up those shoes and start running, and remember, the first 1,000 signups will receive a Captain's Challenge race kit and a custom bobblehead of number 15 himself. Good luck, and let's go Yankees!
Peter and Don on the K Show on 98.7 ESPN. Don, you want to go back to the phone lines?
Please.
You want a little Don and Dick action?
If it's phrased differently, yeah.
All right, the Don and Dick Show begins now.
Who's that in the corner with everyone gathered around, trading their old sports stories, the many ups and the many downs?
What's the name of the show then?
It's the Don and Dick Show.
That's right.
Coming your way. It's the Don and Dick Show.
Okay.
What can you say?
Well, Richard, what do you...
Hi, Don. Hi, Peter. Fellas, I got something that I've thought about since you talked to Darryl Strawberry, and it's all pertinent to what you guys were discussing. All right, in the 80s, the baseball playoffs were exclusive. In other words, if you didn't win, you didn't go into the playoffs. So they allowed too few teams. Now they allow too many teams. What's the common refrain now, Don, Peter? It's a crapshoot.
Right.
Anyone can win. Okay. I got a solution to this. Now, I love what they did so far. They made the first two teams have byes. And 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5, 3 straight games, all in the better seeded team's home ballpark.
Right.
No days off. Am I correct with all
Yes,
this?
you are.
That's fantastic, and I love it. Here's what I don't like, and this will help baseball generate 2 more games without extending the season. The second round is the best of 5. No good. You've got to have best of 7. First of all, you're going to have 2 more games. Now, you're not going to increase the number of days. That's number 1. Number 2, let's say the Yankees are playing the 6th-rated team. The only advantage they're having is 3 games at home against 2 games away. That's not enough of an advantage for the number 1 ranked team or the number 2 ranked team. In other words, you want this to be a little more exclusive, that the teams that finish 1 and 2 should have a tremendous advantage. Those are the teams that should be going to the world. Now, here's how I would do it, Don.
Okay.
The second round would be best of 7, but you don't have to expand the number of games, number of days, because the reason why it takes longer is when you have travel. So what I would do, second round, the first 2 games are in the worst-seeded team's home ballpark. 1 day in between, and then 5 straight games in the better-seeded team's home ballparks. 5 straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be an advantage for the Yankees because they'd have 5 games at home. Only 1 day in between. Major League Baseball does better because you're generating 2 more games, so having a best-of-7 series, and you're not creating any more time extending the playoffs into past November because you're keeping everything with 1 day off.
Right.
How do you like that?
I like the 2-5 is basically what you're saying, but I think
correct. Well, 1 day off in between.
But I do think what you're underrating is the disadvantage the wild card teams have, and I got a little pushback from Met fans when I said it's going to be really hard, if not impossible, for the Mets to win the World Series or go to the World Series if they're a wild card team as opposed to the bye. And the reason for it,
that's what you want.
But
you want the team team that wins the best record, and number two, to have a tremendous. That's what the teams had in the 80s.
Right, but my point.
They were rewarded for winning.
But you just said.
Now you're going too far the other way.
But you just said that.
In other words, the Yankees can play a 6-team, and the only advantage they have is in a 5-game series they have 3 versus 2.
Okay.
That's not enough of an advantage to me.
Well, I had a great retort, but now I'm done. I'm not going to do it.
Thank you, Richard. Appreciate the call.
I had a chance. Richard talked over me too many times. I had the answer, but he didn't want the answer. So now I'm not giving it to him. And now everybody loses out. And by the way, don't blame me, blame Richard. I'm not going to sit here and fight for my own airtime. All right? It's cute with Richard, but this is ridiculous.
And I don't want to tell Yes how to direct, but listen, when Richard is going off like that, you have to cut to me. Because Don is actually going to act normal. I was reading a catalog. I almost fainted. I was on the verge of death.
But he's got to, again, Richard's got some interesting points, and it could have been a nice back and forth. But if you're not going to let me talk,
then it's not a back and forth.
Then what's
at all,
going on here? Then it's just the dick show.
Excuse me? Let's take one more. Let's try to clean that up one more time before the break. Let's go to Matt in Brooklyn. What's up, Matt?
Guys, I just have a quick question for you guys. Why is it over the last 10 years, when there's supposedly a good football team, the first question is, who's their quarterback? But years ago, when there was a good football team, like the Ravens, the Giants, the Bears, that was never the question, who's their quarterback? Why is that now, over the last 10 years? Whenever there's a good team, it's supposed to be the ultimate team sport. And the first question is, who's your quarterback?
Did you not watch Bills Chiefs in the playoffs last year? Have you not seen the teams that usually win a championship? That's the way the sport is now. It's become a passing league.
Then it's not the ultimate team sport anymore.
Well, then that you can make that case. But now it's offense, offense, offense. And every rule is skewed towards the offense. How are you supposed to be a great team if you don't have a quarterback? Because then your offense isn't going to be able to go. Nobody runs anymore. I mean, everybody's in 11-man formation, throw. Is my mic not on? Can I ask a question? Is my mic not on? Why can't we have it by Matt? Why can't we have conversations back and forth? Really. Go to break. I just need to decompress a little. Oh, I want to get it back and forth and have a conversation, but if you're just going to talk and I can't retort, then just make your point and we'll go on to something else. I'm trying to explain to him why the game, he don't want to hear it. But maybe my mic's not. Well, maybe they can't hear. Maybe there's something wrong with the board. Is it possible that the callers don't hear us speak? You ask a question and you don't let me answer. So what are you doing? Was it self-love? Let's have group love.
Okay. Speaking of which, Dan will jump into the group next. And your phone calls
you
right
and Dan
here.
the rest of the way. I got a lot of things to do. Maybe I'll be back.
Right.
I don't know.
It might just be me and Dan. It's Yes and 98.7 ESPN.
The Michael Kay Show is brought to you in part by Burke Rehabilitation. Get back in action with Burke.
And it's Liberty Bell closest to the rail. Around the back turn. And here's the horses come. That race is going up the outside. And they're waiting on the track. They come down the line again.
Add drama to every drive. The exhilarating Audi SUV family. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
At DraftKings Casino, we give credit where credit is due, in the form of credit. Sign up with DraftKings Casino and get up to $50 in free credits when you deposit $25. That's like extra credit. Download the DraftKings Casino app or play online today. Deposit $25 and get up to $50 in free credits to use on any game. Now, roll credits.
10 years ago, we started Untuck It out of my apartment, and today we have more than 80 stores worldwide.
It's been quite a journey. We didn't just create shirts designed to be worn untucked, we perfected them.
with great fabrics and design at the perfect untucked length, so you can look sharp in this new business comfortable world. Just look for our signature sale. Untuck It, 10 years in the making, and we're nowhere close to stopping. Visit untuckit.com or your nearest store today.
The Yankees look to jumpstart their stretch run.
And he made the play! Oh, he made the play!
As Judge and the Bombers begin a 4-game battle with the Oakland A's.
Oh, what a shot! Wow!
Yankees, A's. Coverage starts tonight at 9 on Yes, New York's most watched sports network.
Ukraine remains under attack. Millions of people have fled, creating the fastest growing refugee crisis in modern history. Children and families are seeking safety. AmeriCares is responding with critical medicine and supplies, and we're working alongside local partners to get aid where it's most needed. For more than 40 years, AmeriCares has met health needs after natural disasters and in humanitarian crises. We know health is essential for everyone's future. Now AmeriCares is protecting the health of children and adults caught in this terrible crisis. In Ukraine and in the surrounding countries, there is a critical need for medicines, medical supplies, and ongoing health care. So let's work together. Together, we can improve health. Together, we can save lives. Learn how at americares.org/help Ukraine.
This team knows how to dominate the field. And this team, well, it dominates just about any field. The Ford Bronco Sport, available with up to 7 GOAT modes to go over any type of terrain, so you can go as far as your ambition takes you. The Ford Bronco Sport, official SUV of the New York Yankees. For current offers, visit buyfordnow.com.
With Drizzly, I can shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor. I just open the app, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes. Drizzly also lets me shop from multiple stores in my area and compare prices on thousands of products.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
This is about one number, one win. The Yankees have to win one game to get to the postseason, so one way or another, figure out a way to get that win.
The Yankees 90 feet away from going to the postseason. Judge against Kittredge. Wade's at third. Rizzo's at second. Bottom of the 9th inning. Judge has put together an MVP caliber season. He has a chance to send the Yankees to the postseason. Line drive. Here comes Wade. Here's the throw. He's safe. And the Yankees walk off into the postseason. And what a long, strange trip it's been. The ebb and flow, the body punches, the great moments, the winning streaks, and it comes down to the bottom of the 9th inning, and the celebration ensues here in the Bronx. The Yankees have made it into the postseason once again.
What would you give for a child you loved to make their wish come true? To help them fight a critical illness? Just imagine what you'd do. You see, wishes are so powerful, and you can make them real. They can give a child back their childhood, even change the way they feel. Every single one of us can make the stars align, because when we come together, hope and joy will shine.
Get trending with off-field fashion.
Whoa, now that is a fly outfit.
As some of the best designers from FIT style celebrities from the sports world and beyond. Stream off-field fashion exclusively on the S app.
Hey everyone, I'm Ali Melendez. Join me for a brand new series, Well Life NYC. Woo! We're taking a wellness journey to explore what New Yorkers are doing to be their happiest and healthiest selves. Stream new episodes of Well Life NYC now on the S app. Right here, baby.
The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
Let's get into today's Yankees starting lineup, brought to you by Bigelow Tea. I don't have the Yankees starting lineup.
What are you saying?
But I have what Aaron Boone told us earlier about Giancarlo Stanton. So let's hear what he had to say about his plans for Stanton.
Probably this entire trip, and then he'll continue to work pregame, do his outfield work to try and get back to the point to where hopefully in the next 10 days, 2 weeks, whatever it ends up being, hopefully to be an option again for us in the outfield. But initially here, it'll be all DH. I'll give him a little bit of a build up here, so probably play, 3 out of 4 here in Oakland, hopefully at least a couple in Anaheim, and then we'll see when we get to Tampa where we're at. But he's in a pretty good spot, and really excited to get him back in the lineup tonight.
So you'll get him in the lineup tonight, and that's today's Yankees starting lineup report, brought to you by Bigelow Tea. Bigelow Tea is a proud supporter of the K Show and the official hot tea of Joe Torre and the New York Yankees. And we bring in our dearest of friends, Daniel Grassa. Hey, Dan.
Hi. I'm glad that I'm a dear friend, and the feeling is right back at you. How's things?
Well, Don's a little upset. I don't know if you heard before you came on.
No, I didn't. Tell me. What's up?
He just seemed to be, he was understandably frustrated because multiple callers in a row.
Is my mic not on?
Talked right over him. And he was a bit frustrated.
Well, yeah. Let's have group love.
Some interesting things
Dan,
were said.
they call and ask a question. And then you want to answer the question, but then they just talk over you.
Right. It's like they're trying to answer their own question.
So I just got fed up. You're lucky.
Enough is enough.
And I wasn't going to come back. But I have an obligation to the show. And
so you were going to walk?
No, I just thought it was disgusting.
You were going to do a walkout.
I had great answers, too. And
what was the question?
Well, Richard asked the question about...
God only knows what Richard asked.
Well,
Dan.
no,
Let me just tell you.
That you should have more of an advantage.
Checked out 3 minutes in.
You should have more of an advantage as a division winner than a best-of-5 series with one extra home game against the wild card winner. And my retort would have been, all right, but look at what the wild card team had to do and the pitchers they had to use to get through. That's why it's so vitally important, Dan, for the Mets to win this division.
Correct.
Because if everything lines up to where they can start Scherzer and DeGrom in that best-of-3 against Philadelphia or San Diego, if they have to settle for the wild card, then guess what? They get through that series, but now have no Scherzer or DeGrom, and maybe not even Diaz, to start the best-of-5 series against probably the Braves. So that puts the Braves at a huge advantage if they, in a best-of-5, where you may not see Scherzer or DeGrom till games 3 and 4. As opposed to 1 and 2, if they win the division and can line up their starting pitching. That's why you've got to win this division. And that's why I said earlier, and I'm getting killed by Met fans, that I don't think they could win if they've got to go through the wild card.
Well, and the other thing that the wild card team has to do as well is they have to go, or the lesser of the two teams, rather, has to play all 3 of those games on the road.
Which I don't think they would be. I think if the Braves end up winning the division, unless the Mets completely fall apart, I think they'll finish with a better record than Philadelphia or San Diego. And then the Cardinals would have to play. The Cardinals would then play the lesser wild card team, which would right now be San Diego, and the Mets would play the Phillies. But I think either way, the Mets would get those 3 games at Citi Field.
I've made the point. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I think the 3 best teams in the sport are all in the National League. Dodgers, Mets, Braves. In any particular order. Order them however you want.
Yeah, the only ones that could complain would be the Yankees and the Astros. And by the way, the Yankees caught a huge break that the Astros didn't catch fire when they were struggling the way they did. So the best record in the American League is still within their grasp. But it's not like the Astros have been killing everybody either recently.
Let's grab a couple quick calls. Yeah, before we wrap it. Let's do that.
Is my mic not on?
John in Forest Hills, you got a minute. Why is Buck the right man?
How are you, Don and Peter?
Hey.
Don, quick thing. I think you may suffer from a little PTSD from the captain overstepping on you, and I don't blame you for getting upset. But
who's stepping on me?
An earlier caller was talking Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
An earlier caller was talking about Buck Showalter and saying he's not a good manager. And as a Yankee fan, I think if Buck was there in '96, I think they would have gone on to win 6 World Series, not 4.
Ooh, wow.
Sorry, because
love the take.
I think he was doing metrics before people were doing metrics, and he knows the rules, and he's just a great influence in the clubhouse. And I think the Mets got that going for them.
Here's what I'll say, John, and thank you for the phone call. Here's what I'll say. Because we had a caller, Dan, earlier that thought that, Buck's not a good manager. He's never won anything.
Yeah,
all the teams that won after he left. The biggest negative about Buck back in the day no longer exists. He's not heavy-handed anymore. He doesn't wear on players like he used to. I think he learned a lesson being away from the game. So I don't think they'd win 6 championships. I think Torre was the perfect tonic after Buck. Buck sometimes would wear himself thin and just be too on top. I think he's a different manager now, so I think he's even better than he was back in the day.
Who's better than him? Like, what manager would you rather have in Major League Baseball right now? Seriously.
I can't think of one. I mean,
that's what I mean.
Because really, how many managers are allowed to have much of an influence on the team anymore?
I mean, Tony La Russa is like falling asleep in the dugout during games. Right. He issues intentional walks to batters when the count is 1-2.
Well,
I think the game might have passed him by.
Dan, in Tony's defense, when he passes out, he's very drunk.
Oh my God!
Is that confirmed, by the way?
I'm sorry.
Those
That
opinions are not
was a
necessarily those of Dan Graca, Don LaGreca, or ESPN.
That was a joke. Not allowed to make jokes anymore. I'm sorry. That will do it for tonight's program. We'll be back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. We'll break down DeGrom's start tonight for the Mets. We'll talk about the Yankees in Oakland. Get you ready for a huge Giants-Jets game this weekend. And up next, our guy, Dapper Dan Graca. That's right. Line up the calls, 1-800-919-3776. We'll be getting into all of it, and you will hear from me and Don tomorrow right here at 3 p.m. In the words of Billy Joel, it's always been a matter of trust. Good night, everyone.
That's all for the Michael Kay Show for today. Coming up next, it's Forbes Sports Money. And at 9, it's Yankees pregame as the boys from the Bronx take on the boys from the Bay. We're back tomorrow at 3 right here on Yes. Have a great night, everybody.